You know, our good friend of the channel, Ryan Thompson, always comes up with dynamite requests for you out there because he likes to inform the public, our nearly 3,000 subscribers, about players that should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame or not. Not because they did anything wrong, it's just that they've been kind of forgotten. Now, today we're going to be talking about a guy that's called the Count and the Apollo of the Box. He was an ambidextrous pitcher and he holds a record right now. He has the most victories by a player not in Baseball Hall of Fame. Totally Mullane or Mullane. Mullane. We'll pronounce it Mullane. Now, Anthony John Mullane or Mullane, nicknamed Count in Apollo of the Box, was an Irish pro baseball player who pitched for 7 major league teams from 1881 to 1894. Known as a switch pitcher who could throw with either hand, and for having one of the highest career win totals, a pitcher not in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Get this, 284 and 220, career ERA of 3.05, 1,803 strikeouts. Born in County Cork, Ireland, he emigrated to the States with his family in 1864. He made his major league debut with Detroit Wolverines on August 27, 81, picking up his first career win, a 9-1 victory over the Chicago White Stockings. Now, when he suffered an injury to his right arm and managed to teach himself to throw left-handed, his career changed. He resumed throwing right-handed once the injury healed, and he even alternated throwing right-handed and left-handed in the same game, which was easy for him since he did not wear a glove. Mullane faced the batter with both hands on the ball, and would use either one to throw a pitch. It was over 100 years before another ambidextrous pitcher, Greg A. Harris, used a special ambidextrous glove, was permitted to switch pitch in one game shortly before he retired with the Expos. Harris was the only pitcher to do so in the 20th century. He had spent most of his career prohibited by the Boston Red Sox from pitching left-handed. Now, in 1882, when he moved to the AA and joined the Louisville Eclipse, he started 55 of the team's 80 games and compiled a record of 30 and 24 with a 1.88 ERA, the first of 5 consecutive 30-win seasons. On September 11, he pitched a no-hitter against the Cincinnati Red Stockings and recorded 35 victories with the 1883 St. Louis Browns. In 84, he attempted to sign with the St. Louis Maroons of the Union Association, a new independent league. Even though under reserve clause, the Browns still had rights to his services. Threatened with banishment defying his contract, Mullane relented. The Browns then sold him to the expansion Toledo Blue Stockings, with whom he won a career high of 36. That season, he was teamed up with catcher Moses Fleetwood Walker, one of the first black men to play in Major League Baseball. Mullane stated Walker was the best catcher I ever worked with, but I disliked the Negro, and wherever I had to pitch him, I used to pitch anything I wanted without looking at his signals. This helped contribute to Mullane's league-leading 63 wild pitches that season. The Browns attempted to reclaim Mullane after 1884, when both the UA and the Blue Stockings folded, but before the Browns could re-sign him under the rules, Mullane managed to sign with Cincinnati. For this action, the American Association suspended him for the entire 1885 campaign. Coming in the midst of a string of consecutive 31 seasons, this may have cost him a 300-win career. Now, following the ban, he joined the Cincinnati Red Stockings in 1886 and remained there for the next 7.5 years, over which he won 163 contests. And the plate, in 1889, he recorded career highs with a 296 batting average, a slugging percentage of 418, and 24 stolen bases and 196 at-bats. Now, the 1893 season brought several rule changes, most notably the moving of the pitcher's mound an additional 5 feet from home plate. Mullane began the season a mediocre 6-6, and it was traded to the Orioles in Baltimore on June 16th. He staggered to an 1825 record with the Orioles and a little more than one full season over 93 and 94. He set a dubious record on June 18, 1894, by allowing 16 runs in the first inning of a game against the Boston Bean Eaters. A month later, he was traded again, this time to the Cleveland Spiders, for whom he played only 4 contests. Mullane left the majors after the 94 season with a record of 284-220 over a 13-year campaign. He played in the minor leagues on and off from 95 to 02. He also worked 5 games as an umpire. His 284 wins tie him with Fergie Jenkins for 27th on the all-time list. He is 4th among eligible pitchers not in the Hall of Fame, behind only Roger Clemens, Bobby Matthews, and Tommy John. Mullane still holds the record for most wild pitchers in Major League history with 343. Now, after his baseball career, he joined the Chicago Police Department, for which he retired in 1924. He died at the age of 85 in Chicago, is interred in Grave 2, Lot 48, Block 5, Section 58 of the Holy Sepulchre Catholic Cemetery, located in Worth, Illinois, and was inducted into the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame in 2010. Now again, the Detroit Wolverines, 1881, Louisville Eclipse, 1882, St. Louis Browns, 1883, Toledo Red Stockings, 1884, Cincinnati Red Stockings, 1886, 1893, Baltimore Orioles, 1893 to 1894, Cleveland Spiders, 1894, and of course, the minor league record. Career highlights: he led the A in strikeouts in 1882, led the A in shutouts twice in 1884, no-hitter on September 11, 1882, first pitcher to throw left-handed and right-handed in the same game, and of course, Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. Now we look at he's also an all-time save leader for 1894 to 1993, and of course it's quite interesting the amount of key games he played in. 555 contests and 15 saves. So again, won 30 games in 1882, 35 in 83, 36 in 84, 33 in 86, 87 he won 31, 88 he won 26, and 1891 with Cincinnati won 23. Now, ironically, ladies and gentlemen, his time with Cincinnati, again, 163, 124, he had the most victories there. One season with Louisville, Toledo, and St. Louis, again, in those three contests, over 101 wins. So, and the added value of standard batting, this is tremendous. 243 career batting average, 8 home runs, 263, 257, 225, 276, 225, 221, 251, 296, 276, 148, 169, 247, 228, 333, 396, and of course 077 with the Spiders. But in stolen bases, he had 5 consecutive seasons with at least 12, and 3 years of those with more than 20, with 112 career, and 223 career RBIs. So Mullane or Mullane, whatever you want to pronounce it, I'm going to say Mullane. It's a very interesting career because, again, a lot of these pitchers of the late 1800s, not say they've been forgotten. There's a lot of players that deserve recognition. And if there was an Irish Baseball Hall of Fame or Irish American Baseball Hall of Fame, be first ballot. And he had what do you call it, marquee looks, handsome man with that mustache. He kind of looked like if you made Tom Hanks lose about 40 pounds, he looked like him. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a story of one of the best players not in the Pro Baseball Hall of Fame or the Baseball Hall of Fame. Our good friend Ryan Thompson, again, thank you for the help. And Ryan would always want to remind everybody, do not forget of the people who created the foundation of Major League Baseball. And of course, that's the late 1800s. A lot of dynamite players. It's kind of weird if Mullane was in a modern era with that look, and he'd make a mint. But I didn't find out much about his contract, so maybe Ryan Thompson can add something in the comment section how much he made at a time. I think he would be in a several $1,000 range. So thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the heat. As we like to say in Northern New Brunswick, swing for the fences. Have a good one.